You have a child that comes to you one day and says, I want Pokemon cards. So you go down to your local retail store and see this. And then you do this. Well, I'm here to help. My name is Saffron, and this is the Parent's Guide to Buying Pokemon Cards. Let's begin. First, we have booster packs. And these are the same. They're just packaged differently. They have 10 random cards in them, and they usually retail for about $4, so like $3.99. You can get them cheaper, though typically that means it's an older set. So a good rule of thumb is cheaper typically equals older. Booster packs are good for children that just like to collect or just want to open packs to see the monsters inside. Or if they already play the game, they can add these cards to their, whatever deck they might have, which is what we will talk about next. If your child wants to play the card game, then you're going to want a pre-constructed deck. These go for around $12. Once again, you can get cheaper ones. That usually means it's an older deck. Not that that's a bad thing, just that it's not the most recent cards that are out. These are ready to play decks, which means they have everything in them. They have instructions, they have a playmat, they have tokens that you can use to keep track of Pokemon's life points, anything that a child might need to actually start playing the game. Since it is a deck, it does have multiple copies of cards in them, which means it's not really good for collectors or if the child just wants to look at monsters because half of it is going to be duplicates. However, if your child is looking for specifics or they say, I want a certain deck, there is a list on the back that says exactly what is in the deck, including which Pokemons and any other cards that are in there, plus how many of each type are in the deck. So if your child comes to you and says, like in this case, this is the Hydreigon deck, you can go on the back and go, okay, it has a Hydreigon on it. Now this one does say specifically what the name of the deck is, the Destruction Fang. A lot of times some kids might be able to tell you that, but most of the time they're probably just going to go by whatever Pokemon is on the front. And that is what we have for our starter decks. Next up, you have collector's tins. And by the name, you can see they're geared towards collectors. These go for about $20. And they have the name of the Pokemon right on the card in the window here. So if, once again, your child says, I want such and such a Pokemon, the name is on the front. Now this does say it's a Necrozoma GX. That is just the type of card, which I won't get into this video. That's for another one. Tins will come with a promotional card, which you can see right here in the window. And once again, if you go on the back, it will say what is in the rest of it. So this one has one of two foil cards. So in this case, it's the Necrozama lunar form. And then it has 4 extra booster packs. And then of course you get the nice tin. And that is the tin. After that, we have the Elite Trainers box. These retail for about $40. They are geared more towards players as they come with card sleeves and dice and additional energy cards that are going to be used for building decks or playing the game. They also have this trainer's guide that says exactly what is in the set, and it comes with 8 additional booster packs. So if your child likes to play the game, this is a better item for them. Although if your child does collect, this can be a nice thing for them too, as it also has this nice collector's box that can be used to store cards. A step up from the trainer box is the premium collection sets. These sell anywhere from $20 to $40 depending what's in them. This one we have 5 booster packs, and then it has this big promotional card in the back. It has a figurine, it has a pin, and it also has these 2 promotional cards. And these are for, a child that, is collecting, or if they like to play the game and they already have their decks. Basically any kid that likes Pokemon. This would be a the item for them. At the very top, we have these super premium collections. These go for $100 typically. And a lot of times they come, like this collection came with a book and a figurine, and it has these collector's boxes inside, and it came with a bunch of booster packs and some premium promo cards. Basically, these are the top of the line Uber collections. And they're typically only for like the serious Pokemon collector or someone that's really into Pokemon. So I don't recommend it for younger children, but if you have a child that's really serious about their cards, this is something that you can get. There's a lot more out there besides what I've just shown here. There's way too much for me to show in one video, but these are the most common items you will find in stores. Hopefully this will help any confused adults out there. I'll leave a link in the description to the official Pokemon trading card game, where you can also look up additional information on the products I have just shown here. If you have any other questions or suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below and I'll see what I can do. Thank you so much for watching.